Assalamu alaikum. The Quran in Arabic is glorious because of the masterful use of Arabic language. We can only get the true message if we are familiar with Arabic language. Let us start today's lesson. Today, inshallah, we will study ayat 197 to 210 of Surah Al-Baqarah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
الحج أشهر معلومات فمن فرض فيهن الحج فلا رفث ولا فسوق ولا جدال في الحج وما تفعلوا من خير يعلمه الله وتزودوا فإن خير الزاد التقوى واتقون يا أولي الألباب.
Hajj is during well-known months, so whoever undertakes the Hajj therein, then no sex and no sins and no quarreling during the Hajj. And whatever good you do, Allah knows it. And you take provisions with you, but indeed the best provision is fear of Allah. And fear me, O you man of understanding. The months of Hajj are well known, definitely, but actually it's the month of Dhul Hijjah, from the 8th of Dhul Hijjah till the 13th is the Hajj. And the Hajis reach there before, and they can perform Umrah also. So the months are 4, but the actual dates are known from the Hadith. And whoever man is a conditional particle who makes it worth for himself, then he should in Ihram in particular, there is no sex, there is no sins, and there is no quarreling during the Hajj. And whatever good khairin is you do, tafalu, then Allah knows it. Ya'lamu, Allah knows it. وَتَوَزَّدُوا فَإِنَّ خَيْرَ التَّقْوَى. And the best provision is that you fear Allah. You become, you should do taqwa. You should be like muttaqi. And this is fi'l amr, imperative verb. وَاتَّقُونِ يَا أُولِي الْأَلْبَابِ. You fear me. Over here, the ya or zamir ya is dropped, which is for Allah Ta'ala, or the man of understanding. Ya ulil albab, the people who understand things. Man and ma, these are the two conditional particles, and after these conditional particles there is the condition, and then there is also jawabu condition, that is jawabu shart. Matawazzadu, this is form 5, and the best provision for you. Form 5 is used which reflects the reflexive and effective meaning, and that the best action you go is that you fear Allah, and you should be muttaqi. Wattaqu, this is imperative verb. God, Allah Ta'ala is ordering that you should fear me. Wattaquni, this is form 8, and in form 8 you do something with efforts, and to be muttaqi it needs a lot of efforts. Wattaquni is actually with ya, but with ya which is dropped, and this ya is the first person singular object. That means Allah Ta'ala is saying you fear me. This ya means me, that it goes to Allah Ta'ala, and this is the way in which the ya mutakallim, we call it, is dropped. And there is another very good example, lakum deenukum waliya deen. In this also it is dini, and Ya is dropped. Ayat 198.
ليس عليكم جناح أن تبتغوا فضلا من ربكم فإذا أفضتم من عرفات فاذكروا الله عند المشعر الحرام واذكروه كما هداكم وإن كنتم من قبله لمن الضالين.
No sin on you that you seek bounty from your Lord. So when you depart from Arafat, you remember Allah at Mashar al-Haram, Muzdalfa, and you remember Him as He has guided you, although you were before it from those gone astray. So now the Hajj is being defined, how to perform Hajj over here, and it is no sin that you look for a bounty, that you can do some work to earn some money, and you expect that Allah Ta'ala will give you the bounty. Faiza, again this Iza is Tarfashart, and when you return from Arafat, then you make zikr of Allah, Fazkurullah, in at the Mashar al-Haram. Mashar al-Haram is Muzdalfa, and the Hajis have to spend the full night in Muzdalfa under the sky without any shade or something. Waskuru kama hadakum, and you remember Allah or make zikr of Allah as He has given you the hidayat, that is, that He has guided you. Wa in kuntum, and it is again shart in, that is conditional particle, and indeed you were before gone people from the Dalin, that is, who were gone astray or who were not guided. Tabtagu, this is form 8, and it is imperfect verb, subjective mood, and form 8 is normally used that oneself do something with some effort. So if you want to earn some money and you want to look for some bounty from Allah, you can make efforts and you can earn, and there is no sin on you in doing this. Afattum, this is form 4, and it is perfect verb, and when you return, and in form 4 he made himself do or perform an action. When you perform the action of returning from Arafat, then you have to stay at Muzdalfa in the night, and from Arafat we Hajis move after the Adhan of Maghrib, and then they go to Muzdalfa. Mashar al-Haram is Muzdalfa, and they spend the night under the sky, and then Allah Ta'ala is saying, Faskuru hu, and then you remember me. This is an imperative verb, it is a command and it is an order that you should remember me in Muzdalfa as I have guided you. Ayat 199.
ثم أفيضوا من حيث أفاض الناس واستغفروا الله إن الله غفور رحيم.
Then you depart from where the people depart and seek forgiveness of Allah. Indeed, Allah is most forgiving and most merciful. So on the 10th morning, Arafat was the 9th, and now on the 10th morning, then you depart from Muzdalfa and go to Mina. And this is Father Nasu, where the people depart. So they, all of them from Muzdalfa depart, and the 10 is the day where a lot of things have to be performed. Besides that, Allah Ta'ala is ordering Wastaghfirullah. This is form 10, and in saying that you should seek forgiveness. And form 8 is used particularly for asking or seeking for something, and this definitely we do it from Allah Ta'ala. Inna is the word of emphasis, and indeed Allah is Ghafur Rahim. That is, both the particles are noun of intensity, most forgiving and most merciful. Afidu, afada. There Allah Ta'ala is ordering imperative verb that you should depart from where the other people depart, that is from Muzdalfa, you depart. And afada, this is the perfect verb, and this is form 4. And as we know, in form 4, the performance is done by yourself. Wastakfiru, this is again an imperative verb. This is an order. Allah Ta'ala is ordering that the Ajis should seek, do istighfar, and they should seek forgiveness from me. This is the order, and in form 10, it reflects the meaning of someone seeking something. So, and Allah Ta'ala then is saying that I am Ghafur Rahim. These both of them are noun of intensity. Noun of intensity are the special nouns which denote intensity of action and repeated action. And Ghafurun is on the pattern of Faulun, and Rahimun is on the pattern of Failun. Ayat 200.
فإذا قضيتم مناسككم فاذكروا الله كذكركم آباءكم أو أشد ذكرا فمن الناس من يقول ربنا آتنا في الدنيا وما له في الآخرة من خلاق.
And when you complete your rituals of worship, then you remember Allah like you remember your forefathers, or with greater remembrance. And among the people is he who says, O our Lord, give us in this world, and he will have in the hereafter no share. Iza is shart, and when you complete your rituals, basically 9th was the main Hajj day, 10th you have performed lot of rituals which normally is completed, but a 1 or 2 left which has to be completed before the 13th of Zulhijjah. So when you complete and when you are staying in Mina, Faskurullah ki zikrikum, you should remember Allah. Ka is a similarity provision, like you used to remember your forefathers. And it is said that the forefathers, the statues were there even inside the haram. So they used to remember their forefathers a lot. So Allah Ta'ala is saying, you do it more than that. Ashadda is superlative degree. You should make zikr more than that which you used to make for your forefathers. وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَنْ يَقُولُ, and there are people who say, يَقُولُ, they say, رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيَا, Ya, O Lord, give us in this dunya, and they have no share in the akhirah. Ashadda, this is the superlative noun, and it is dipped out. It has got fatha instead of kasra. Over here, the full comparative and superlative degree forms are being discussed. They are on the pattern of alu, and you can see it, and these are the comparative and super degree forms. Over here, atena means that it's an imperative verb. You are asking Allah Ta'ala that you give us in this world, and if you ask for only in this world, you will not get anything in the hereafter. Ayat 201.
ومنهم من يقول ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار.
And among them is he who says, Our Lord, give us in this world good, and in the hereafter good, and save us from the punishment of the fire. So this is the dua we normally make. رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيَا حَسَنَةً وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ حَسَنَةً وَقِنَا عَذَابَ النَّارِ. In this dua, I will discuss baqina. This qaf is an imperative verb, and this means that you are asking Allah to save us. You save us from the punishment of the fire. Waqina, this is the imperative verb, and in this only this qaf with the kasra is the imperative verb. Waw is the conjunction and na is the zamir for using for yourself, and P is you are asking Allah Ta'ala to save you from the fire. And this is a very nice way of making this verb. It is from waqia, and in metal imperfect verb, the first radical waw is dropped when you make the imperfect verb, so it become yaqiyu, and the second person is taqiyu. Imperative verb is formed from the second person taqiyu by omitting the initial ta and making the word jusif mood by putting sukun on the last letter. So you get qi. And in weak naqis verb, which is over here ya, also imperative verb, the third radical is dropped and the remaining part is qi. And this qi is an imperative verb. You are asking, you save us, and this na means us. You are asking Allah Ta'ala. So this is a very nice Arabic way of making the words. Alhamdulillah. Ayat 202.
أولئك لهم نصيب مما كسبوا والله سريع الحساب.
Those will have a share of what they have earned, and Allah is quick in taking account. This is for the hereafter, that those people, whatever we have performed, whatever we have earned by doing good things, then we will get the share accordingly in inshallah Jannah. And Allah is quick in taking account. Ayat 203.
واذكروا الله في أيام معدودات فمن تعجل في يومين فلا إثم عليه ومن تأخر فلا إثم عليه لمن اتقى واتقوا الله واعلموا أنكم إليه تحشرون.
And remember Allah for days numbered. Then whoever hurries in 2 days, there is no sin on him. And whoever delays, there is no sin on him. For him who fears Allah. And you fear Allah and know that to him you will be gathered. This is regarding the stay of Mina. Allah Ta'ala is saying that you stay there and make zikr for me for a number of days. So man is the conditional particle who makes tajjala, who comes out early, that he leave Mina on the 12th before Maghrib, then there is no sin on him. And if somebody stays, man again is the conditional particle, takhara, who delays his stay till the 13th, then there is no sin on him. And these are for those who fear Allah, who are muttaqi. Wattaqullah, this is imperative verb. You fear Allah. And walamu, this is also imperative verb. And you should know that all of you have to indeed return or gathered with to Allah. Vaskuru, this is second person masculine imperative. Allah is telling you, it's ordering that you should remember me, you should make zikr in Mina, and it is for a number of days. Either man is harf shart, and this is regarding the stay in Mina. Ta'ajjala, this is form 5 and it is perfect verb, and ta'akhara, this is also form 5 and this is also the perfect verb. Ta'ajjala is form 5 obviously, and in form 5 ta is fixed to form 2, and in form 2 the second radical is doubled, so it becomes ta'ajjala, and when it similarly it becomes ta'akhara. So this is ta'ajjala. If you leave early, that is on the 12th, or if you delays it, then it is also not a sin, and delays it till 13th. And in form 5, he made something undergo an action. It all depends on your action when you leave. Wattaqu, ittaqa is perfect verb and wattaqu is imperative verb. This is the main thing for the Muslim. We should fear Allah, and then we should do good things. Fearing Allah will not means that you just fear. No, you have to do good things. Then only you can become muttaqi, and this is form 8. And in form 8, you have to do things with efforts. Ayat 204.
ومن الناس من يعجبك قوله في الحياة الدنيا ويشهد الله على ما في قلبه وهو ألد الخصام.
And there are some people who pleases you with his talk in worldly life, and he calls Allah to witness on what is in his heart, and he is the most quarrelsome of opponent. So this is slightly out of context, but there are people in this world who pleases you with his talks, and these are mostly the people who talk about the deen, and they also make like Allah a witness that what I am saying is just like wallahi, and these are the words which they use, but they are the most quarrelsome people. They are misguiding the people. With reference to the Hajj, there are people who will come to you on the 8th evening that when you go to Arafat, don't pray. And what Saudi government has done, that he brings the Imam from Riyadh, so this confusion should not be there. Yojibika pleases you, Yashhadu, Allah witness, they make witness Allah. Please be careful with these people when you are performing Hajj also. Ayat 205.
وإذا تولى سعى في الأرض ليفسد فيها ويهلك الحرث والنسل والله لا يحب الفساد.
And when he returns or turns away, he strives in the earth to make trouble therein, and destroys crops and cattle. And Allah does not like troublemakers. Iza is the conditional particle, tawalla, when they return, I would say from Hajj, and they strive in this earth, they yufsida, form 4, to do trouble therein. And this lam is particle or purpose. And they destroy, they kill crops and cattle, and Allah do not like yuhibbu, form 4, those people who make troublemakers. So you see, and you will find people who go after Hajj from here, and then they will start complaining of a lot of things, and then they are going to make some fasad with the government and the issues of the Hajj. So be careful with these people. Ayat 206.
وإذا قيل له اتق الله أخذته العزة بالإثم فحسبه جهنم ولبئس المهاد.
And when it is said to him, you fear Allah, his pride takes him to sin. So enough for him is hell, and surely a bad place. Iza is conditional particle, qila is the passive particle from qala. When it is said to him that you fear Allah, because of his pride, he do not fear Allah and keeps on doing the bad things, and he keeps on doing the sin. And for these people, the hell is enough for these people. And surely, Labes Mihad, this is a very bad resting place where these people have to live. Hila is the third person masculine singular passive perfect verb, and in the passive perfect verb, it's a very good example. Like for instance, the normal verb is qatala, he killed, and when it is changes to the passive word, then qutila, he was killed. So in the same way that when it is qala, he said, and then qila, it is said to him. Labesa, this is important verbs, words basically. La is the emphatic lam, and besa is the perfect way of blame. There are special verbs, praise for praise and blame verbs in the superlative V exaggeration, and this besa is used the very bad place for stay. Ayat 207.
ومن الناس من يشري نفسه ابتغاء مرضات الله والله رؤوف بالعباد.
And of people there is someone who sells himself seeking pleasure of Allah. And Allah is full of kindness to his servants. So we should be like this. We should sell ourselves to Allah. We should do everything good, seeking pleasure of Allah. Ibtigha is the casual object of Form 8. And in Form 8, we have to do a lot of effort. So some are people who sells them for seeking ibtigha, seeking pleasure of Allah. So this is the casual object is derived from a verb of effectivity. It means a desire, a wish, a request, a dislike. So over here, it's a wish, it's a desire, it's a request to seek pleasure of Allah. Ayat 208.
يا أيها الذين آمنوا ادخلوا في السلم كافة ولا تتبعوا خطوات الشيطان إنه لكم عدو مبين.
O you who believe, you enter into Islam completely and do not follow the footsteps of shaitan. Indeed, he is to you a clear enemy. So Allah Ta'ala is talking to us directly after the Hajj. When you are clean, then Allah Ta'ala is now asking you again that you should enter Islam completely, and you should not tattabi'u, should not follow the footsteps of shaitan. Very clear message. You should not, you should be completely, you should follow all the things ordered or needed to be a good Muslim. Innahu, indeed, this shaitan is your clear enemy, mubin. This is Form 4. Ayat 209.
فإن زللتم من بعد ما جاءتكم البينات فاعلموا أن الله عزيز حكيم.
Then if you slip after clear proofs came to you, then know indeed Allah is Almighty, All-Wise. So it's very clear that if you now slip after you have very clear proofs from Allah Ta'ala, then wa'alamu, again this is imperative verb, then you should know that Allah is Azizun Hakim, Almighty, All-Wise. Both are noun of intensity. Ayat 210.
هل ينظرون إلا أن يأتيهم الله في ظلل من الغمام والملائكة وقضي الأمر وإلى الله ترجع الأمور.
Are they waiting for Allah and the angels to come to them in shades of clouds, and He settles the matter? And to Allah all matters are returned. Hal is the interrogative particle, and illa is the restrictive particle. Are they waiting for Allah and the malaika to come to them in shades of cloud, and then Allah decides the matter or settles the matter? وَلِلَّهِ تُرْجَعُ الْأُمُورِ. All the matters are returned to Allah, and He is going to make the final decision. Alhamdulillah, we finished our lesson today. The PDF file link is there in the description. Click on it. It will generate a request for access. Click on the request, then the message will come to me, and then I will give you the permission. The PDF file is very important. It has got a lot of information. Please read to really understand the language.